What's up, guys? Welcome back to Nintendo Memories, and today, big video. I just gotta say, really big video. So, all of you, most of you probably know Kit and Krista from Nintendo Minute. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to join them on a virtual meetup, and we got to talk all things Nintendo, play some trivia. It was all in all a good time. They are amazing. But one of the things that was interesting was we got to talk a little bit about Breath of the Wild 2. And this is all thanks to really my sister, because she wanted to ask the question. And we got to the very end where they were taking some questions. And my sister, she really wanted to ask them a question. So she got to talking and she brought up Breath of the Wild 2. And this is how it went. Check it out.
Sorry, does someone else have a live
Kit
question?
and Krista. So there's a special guest I wanted to introduce to you. This is my little sister.
Hello.
She wanted to ask you two a question.
Of
Oh, yeah.
course. Hi.
Hi, first of all, I'm a huge fan of y'all. Like, I can't believe I'm talking to both of you. This is,
Oh.
and my question is, what do y'all think about the Breath of the Wild 2 delay?
Good question. I'm definitely a little bit disappointed because I wanted to play the game this year, but
Same.
right? Like everyone's like, when are we gonna play now? But I don't think we were surprised at all because it seems like such a huge game, and when we were still at Nintendo, the development team they were still working like pretty intensely on it, and it was like, they like had made these like they would make these sort of like generic side comments like, oh, you're gonna have to wait a little longer, like kind of stuff like that, and we're like, what does that mean?
Every time Al Numa shows up, it's wait a little longer.
Yeah, and he was saying that to us too.
Please understand.
Please understand. Would it be worth it? But you can just tell that like they might need some more time, and the pandemic was tough too. Like everyone had to like redo their whole work thing, and I think that might have had something to do with it as well. But
Imagine that huge development. Imagine having such a huge development team and then having to have everybody work from home.
Yeah. I heard there was some interesting things with Nintendo and the technology. Like they didn't have anything on there was no cloud, so everyone had to like literally move their like giant desktop coding like development computers home and then move it back to the office, and it was like a nightmare basically. So that doesn't seem very modern, but like don't unplug it while you're coding something. But yeah.
And you know it's going to be such a big game that I kind of put it in like a different category of like games that I'm glad to wait for and we'll just enjoy whenever they come out. Like Krista and I've been playing Elden Ring basically every day for like almost 2 months now, and it's like, oh yeah, this is what it's going to be like when Zelda comes out, like, and probably even more so. And you just realize how big of a dent those games put in your life. So it's like, yeah, whenever it's ready, I'll be waiting.
Yeah, we'll be ready too whenever it's ready.
It'll make that wait a little bit easier if they show off maybe a new trailer at this supposed June Direct. If they have one, it would be really nice. If they had a new trailer. Just a new trailer.
I hope that they would do that. Yeah. Before you go, your sister, what's your name?
My name is Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, nice to meet you.
You too. I get the crosses off my bucket list.
Oh, cool. Well, you're welcome to join Josh whenever.
So yeah, apparently COVID really affected the Zelda team. Really affected. And I think people are underestimating just how badly it set them back. And you take that development team, like 200, 300 people, and then all of them have to move their stuff at home and they have to communicate and all this stuff. Like, could you imagine? Like, now suddenly 2023 is making a lot more sense. So yeah, it was really awesome yesterday just to get to talk with them and get to hear, and we just get to talk about Zelda, get to roast Metroid Prime Federation Force. That was great. That was a really good time.
Correct. Federation Force was the one exception. The thing about that video though was we played co-op mode with Andre and Katie, and that actually was pretty fun. But like later on when I went back to like actually play more of the game by myself, I was like, oh, I don't like this. Like it's only fun with people that you like multiplayer with people that you like. but it's not very fun for yourself. So I think like after the fact, I was like, ugh, I don't like this game.
My soul was crushed when they announced that game. I was really excited.
Yeah.
I was really excited at first because I remember there was like some kind of rumor going around that a new Metroid Prime game was going to be announced at some point, and then I wasn't able to watch the digital event when it went live. So when I finally saw the highlights and I saw Metroid Prime, I was like, "Oh, this is awesome!" And then I clicked on it and I was like, "What is this?"
Oh, I know. That's like one of those things like Metroid Prime and then like Federation Force. You're like, wait, what?
Yep.
Kit and Krista, if you guys ever see this video, I want you to know that you two made my sister's night. She really enjoyed getting to meet you guys and talk to you. She enjoys watching Nintendo Minute, and so have I, and for many years. And I wish you both the best in the future. So anyway, until the next time, catch you guys in the next one.